What if I told you that lying isn't just something we do? It's something we're wired to do. From harmless white lies to deep deceptions that fracture trust, lying is part of being human. But why do we lie? And what happens inside the mind when we do? Let's unravel the psychology of deception and what it reveals about us. We lie for many reasons. To avoid conflict, to impress, to escape blame, to protect someone's feelings, or our own. Sometimes it's strategic, other times it's reflexive. But all lies share one thing in common. They serve a purpose, even if that purpose is just to survive a social situation. Interestingly, men are more prone to self-enhancing lies, exaggerating their status or achievements. Women, on the other hand, more often tell altruistic lies, designed to preserve relationships or shield others from discomfort. But no matter the motivation, deception always carries a cost, financially, emotionally, and neurologically. Lying isn't easy. In fact, it's a neurological juggling act. It begins in the frontal lobe, the region responsible for higher-order thinking. This part of the brain literally suppresses the truth so a falsehood can take its place. Next, the limbic system kicks in, especially the amygdala. That's your body's emotional smoke alarm. When we lie, we often feel guilt, fear, or anxiety. Our pulse quickens, our stress hormones spike. Our spidey senses tingle. Then enters the temporal lobe, the memory bank. It conjures up details to support our fabrication and stores it, sometimes too well. And just for fun, let's throw in the dorsolateral prefrontal cortex, the part that tries to keep our story straight. Plus the anterior cingulate cortex, which monitors for mistakes, like a backstage editor constantly checking for plot holes. So yes, lying is literally exhausting for the brain. What about lying by omission? Not saying something isn't the same as saying nothing. If the intention is to deceive, the brain fires up in much the same way. Think about this. You tell a coworker you can't date them because of company policy. Technically true, but deep down, you just aren't attracted to them, and you're avoiding that truth. You may feel clever for dodging discomfort, but neurologically, you've just executed a lie. At the core of most lies is a need for protection. Not of secrets, but of ourselves. We lie to protect our image, pretending to be braver, kinder, or more ethical than we are. Our goals, inventing stories to get what we want. Our energy, dodging obligations we simply don't care for. Our relationships, sparing someone's feelings, even if it means distorting reality. Even children get in on the act early. Research from Nurture Shock shows that kids lie far more often than their parents realize because they think it makes their parents happier. And ironically, punishing a child harshly for lying often teaches them to become better liars. Liars don't always target victims. Most just act in patterns. But if someone finds themselves constantly being lied to, it could mean they're out of sync with their own instincts. Some people would rather accept a lie than confront an inconvenient truth. Because every lie needs two roles, one to tell it, one to believe it. Not all lies are equal. Some lie to survive, but others lie because they have to. Compulsive or pathological lying may stem from deeper psychological issues, low self-esteem, blurred moral boundaries, or a fractured sense of identity. When deception becomes habitual and self-serving, it's worth asking not just why someone lies, but whether they can stop. Telling the truth isn't always easy, but neurologically, it's less demanding. Our brains prefer honesty. Our bodies relax in its presence. Lying may be human, but truth? That's where real connection begins. So the next time you catch yourself crafting a convenient half-truth, ask yourself, are you protecting someone or just protecting yourself? Goodbye for now.